it's vital you go ahead and replace all these O-rings, and to do that you just need to scoop them out of here. Just gently scoop them out with like a small flathead screwdriver or a dental pick. I want to get all 3 of the O-rings and the base O-ring out. See, as you take these O-rings out, if you're careful with them, yeah, you probably can reuse them, but the new setup does come with all new O-rings. So these 2 big ones are called size 218s, and then the little guy is called a size 112. Now you see here I have the threaded boss insert, so I need to take this out and remove the O-ring around it as well. So this just kind of becomes a matter of pushing it down through. And you can see, here's that little O-ring. So we'll get it out of there. You can discard the O-ring, but make sure that you keep the threaded boss. Don't lose it. The next thing we want to do is, you see we've got this oil residue and all in there. We're going to go ahead and clean this out very thoroughly with some engine degreaser. I just use a little bit of purple power, spray it down, and an old toothbrush, clean it down. Make sure you clean out the O-ring areas real good. And then you just want to, well, my air compressor is down right now, but normally you would just blow it dry. I'm going to have to clean this dry with just some paper towels. I'm not horribly worried about any kind of residual water left in here because, well, the first time I get the truck up to operating temperature, I'm just going to clean all that right out of the oil, aren't I? But at the same time, you don't want to dump half a gallon of oil or water into your oil. At this point, we're ready to open up our O-ring set. You'll see we've got new O-rings. If you look carefully, 2 of them are going to be a little larger than the others. The larger ones go on the larger O-rings would go on the bottom, and then these smaller O-rings will go on the top. I'm going to put those on. See, now we've got all 4 O-rings on. So now we want to go ahead and put our new O-rings in here. Now we want to take our threaded insert and let's just wipe it, make sure it's fully cleaned. Make sure the groove that the oil ring goes into is nice and clean as well. I'm going to use my flathead here. Clean the flathead off. I want to very, very carefully, without nicking it, get up underneath it and roll the O-ring over. Nothing to it. And you want to make sure that you put your threaded insert back in and make sure it is in there nice and tight. There you go. You kind of hear it click into place. Alright. Threaded insert is back in. Now you want to set the oil cooler like so. And notice my threaded insert has slowly worked its way back out. I need to make sure that stays all the way in there. Take your oil cooler, get your bowl holes all lined up, push down on it. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, since that doesn't want to go in there smoothly for me, I'm going to take a little bit of oil. I'm going to oil these O-rings just a hair, just enough to give it a little lubrication. Alright, so I'm just going to take a little bit of straight 30 weight oil. Just going to dip my finger into it, wipe off the excess. Let's try this again. There we go. She went right down for me. No problem. Just a little bit of lube goes a long way. And now we need to go ahead and put our nuts back on here and the 2 bolts from underneath, reinstall those. I just want to clean the bolts down a little bit and not let any crap fall into our oil cooler. I'm just squeezing the paper towel against the threads and rotating it like I'm loosening the bolt from between my fingers, just to clean the worst of the grunt and grime off of the threads. Now these only have to be hand tight. Hand tight does not mean you get them down as tight as you can. Hand tight means literally hand tight. Hand tight just means you tighten them until the point that you can't easily turn it anymore. Flip it over. We install our two bolts down here, and these two bolts go down to 16 foot-pounds. Make sure you don't cross thread them. As a matter of fact, to make certain I don't cross thread them, just tighten up my hand like that, like so. Snug both these down, then I'll go get my torque wrench. 3/8 torque wrench, set to 16 foot-pounds. And our oil cooler core is now installed. Outlet over here. Is that over in there? Yes, it is. There we go. Press that back down into place. So we'll go ahead and, you guys should recognize this from this is the actual cover that we kept removing when we were back flushing the oil cooler. You can see here that what we were doing is we would take our hose and put it in there and turn on the water pressure and hopefully blow a lot of that crap back through here. We did. We managed to buy ourselves some time, so just work this O-ring out and get it out the way. New O-ring. I find it interesting that this entire piece comes off like that, but this entire thing will get bolted down just like so. These go down to 85 inch-pounds, which is just a hair over 7 foot-pounds. Next up will be that entire top side piece, which will be the oil filter base. And we have this bottom O-ring that the oil filter base goes on. We have a new one for that as well. 2 oil O-rings from the bottom here. There's one of them. And here's the other one. One of them went here, one of them goes here. And of course this is the one we're going to try to avoid letting get eat up. Now this is pretty filthy down in here, so I'm going to go clean this down same way as I cleaned that. I think VC9 did some nice work in there. It looks like it pulled a lot of scale and all off of here. Alright, looks like we're ready to go ahead and install our gaskets on this. Big old black gasket here. Put this on here. I want to make sure it sits down in there all the way around. By pushing this down in here, I'm hoping to prevent any of that cutting we saw on the old one. Alright, now we've got this in place. I want to go ahead and match it to this guy right here. So very gently. Bring her over into place. Alright. And then we'll go around. I'm just gonna set my bolts into place. Just gonna go through and run them down by hand. It's a T47, T45 I think it was. T45 for the big guys. Yes, okay. Alright, got them all snugged down. The big guys are going to go to 17 foot-pounds. And the little guys should only go to about 6 foot-pounds. Same as 6-7 foot-pounds. Alright. Alright, got both of these. I got this one, the big guy, all these two. Okay. Now before we go any further, we don't want to forget Put our new filter base gasket on. And we have one gasket left, and that's our actual mounting gasket, which of course will go underneath this. So let's go ahead and move this over to the truck.